Football generally viewed to be a gentleman game, but will occasion having heated moments. In fact, considered one of the viewpoints for football fans to get the money worth entertainment. However, footballers can be full of elegant, class and very flowy playstyle that will make us go wow, like Maldini, Thierry Henry, Andrea Pirlo, etc. But on the other side, there were several football famous or infamous for their aggressive, rough and highly debatable approach to the football. Even some of them having known more as a hooligan than a footballer, due to the fact their antics on the pitch while aiming to help their team secure the victory by doing in an extreme way, thus left a bad taste on many fans' mouth. These are the most violent footballers known today. So in this video, we'll have a look at some of the most violent footballers and their most known act on the pitch. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you, in any shape or form, stumble into this channel and somehow some way like this kind of content, don't please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Starting with the more known or the recent name, probably both on and off the pitch, Janaro Gatuso. The AC Milan legend lived and bleed black and red, the colour being not just the icon for AC Milan, he had been the heart and soul for the club as well. Arguably the second known AC Milan footballer behind Paolo Maldini, Gattuso in his playing days a physical strong, consistent, aggressive and hard-tackling midfielder, being energetic and combative box-to-box playstyle, as well as having a pace to burn, tactical awareness and ability as a ball winner make him one of the best defensive midfielder. His skill set allowed him to form a successful midfield partnership with a playmaker like Andrea Pirlo throughout his career both at the club and international level. Gattuso's deeper position on the pitch allowed him to support Pirlo or other his more creative teammates defensively by breaking up the opponent's attack, at the same time being the cross-line dog, willingness to sacrifice his body, going in hard in defensive action. He often only advanced in the normal or to intercept the ball and play in to one of his more creative or offensive-minded teammates after winning back the possession, while subsequently return to his more defensive or reserve midfield role. However, his tendency and aggressiveness nature actually make him one of the more violent footballers, as he often within many confrontations, even go to the extent to have his captain Maldini calm him down. His most famous defensive moments comes when facing the young Cristiano Ronaldo, whom at the time considered the best attacker, particularly a dribbler, whereby terrorized many defenses. And during the face-up between them, Cristiano Ronaldo looked to attempt embarrass the midfielder, but Gattuso remained very calculated, staying on his ground while having all kinds of aura, not just aura, a killing aura for the Portuguese winger. And in the end, Cristiano Ronaldo chose to pass back for a tactical reason instead of going in for the 1v1. Even though Gattuso a violent and tenacious footballer, many former footballers mentioned their enjoyment playing with him. While Gattuso's competitive spirit still remained after his playing days over, his managerial career did present us one of the more memorable memes for us.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Next one, Sergio Ramos. The Spanish defender, having known many quality items as a footballer, being strong on the ball ability, highly potent in the air, impressive pace to burn, dominant defending, and most importantly, most likely his driver or his car use was automatic, but his clutch factor is off the chart. 92 minutes and 48 seconds header goal against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final made him an icon for Real Madrid. Despite having a list of positive traits of a footballer, his disciplinary record and card collecting tendency have been one of his huge tags as well. Ramos holds a multiple disciplinary records for Real Madrid, the Champions League, La Liga, El Clasico, and the Spain national team. Ramos holds the record for the most carded player in La Liga with 191 cards, and his 171 yellow cards surpassed Alberto Lopo, the former card holder for the La Liga yellow cards, and the remaining 20 are red cards, making Ramos the most red carded player in La Liga as well. His La Liga cards are higher than any other player in the top 5 European leagues. In the Champions League, Ramos had amassed about 40 yellow cards and 4 red cards, 3 of which were straight red cards, making him both the most carded player and joint most red carded player in the Champions League history. And finally, Ramos also holds the records of being the most carded player in the history of Spain national football team with 24 yellow cards. This can be said, Ramos was not a normal trading card collector, but a footballer card collector. Not many footballers can really flex this achievement. Although Ramos had been praised for leadership and wins by any means necessary, his uncontrollable part of his game had been highly criticized, especially one of the incidents during the 17-18 Champions League final against Liverpool. Real Madrid won the match under an absolute shocking performance by Luis Carlos, and the victory was met with a number of criticisms on Ramos. With his dislocated Mo Salah's shoulder early in the game after the tangle between them, and he hit Carlos' head with his elbow, having the keeper diagnosed on concussion indirectly causes the mistake. Ramos denied any intention to hurt the players, but his reputation as a competitor took a slight hit, yet did not stop him and Real Madrid winning 3 consecutive Champions League. Lastly, we could not discuss the violent footballer without mentioning the man, the myth, the crazy butcher of the football field, Nigel de Jong. The lawnmower, the terror, the destroyer was some of the terrifying nickname for de Jong. And the Dutch midfielder initially started his career as the attacking midfielder but moved back to a defensive one, utilizing his tenacious attacker-happy playstyle. De Jong is a typical, the most defensive-oriented midfielder in his team. When his team defenders are in possession of the ball, De Jong will often drop back towards them to receive. Sometimes De Jong is a sole holding midfielder, but often he plays along another defensive player such as maybe Gareth Bale at Man Utd or Mark van Bommel for the Dutch national team. In addition to his defensive capabilities and ability to control or to cover grounds, De Jong was also a competent passer, as he often had the highest passing completion percentage in the Premier League during his Man City days. But De Jong in many occasions had been closely associated with being one of the most the violent and dirtiest footballer, as De Jong involved in many moments when looked legitimately on hurting the opponent than playing football. During an international friendly on the 3rd of March 2010, De Jong fractured the leg of the Bolton American international Stuart Holden as a result of the late challenge, and on the 3rd of October 2010 in the Premier League match against Newcastle, a tackle by De Jong on Hampton Ben Arfa resulted in the latter being carried off the pitch with a double fracture on his left tibia and fibula. But his most infamous moment came at the biggest stage of all time. In the 2010 FIFA World Cup final attempt to win the aerial ball, De Jong kicked the Spanish player Xabi Alonso in the chest like straight cleats, fully and locked knees on the Spanish midfielder chest. That one looked extremely painful to watch. But in all sense, De Jong was only given the yellow card instead of sending him off. This challenge, for which De Jong admitted he was lucky to not receive a red card, and the referee at the time, Howard Webb, was also admitted he would show the red card if have a better view on the challenge. After several high-profile challenges by De Jong, he did face a drop by the national team by his coach for a unspecific period of time, but was later reprieved. Irony enough, in his Man City days, in spite of having an aggressive player, he did not receive any red cards with the Sky Blue. Overall, De Jong, with his unfavorable playstyle combining with his reputation, earned him a title as the most violent footballer in the world according to the French newspaper L'Equipe. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Who was the most unlikable footballer due to your violent ethics and style of play on the pitch? And would you prefer them on your team? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the next one.